Hey guys, Shannon here with Colorado High Country. Today we're going to do a quick review of the DNM22AR Rear Mountain Bike Shock. This is a replacement shock that I purchased from Amazon for $45 delivered. That's with taxes, everything. Had it at the house in like 2 days. Now the reason I bought this shock, I had an older shock on this bike. You can see the bike itself. This is a 96 Trek Y22. It's got some years on it, got some miles, but you know, this is one of my favorite mountain bikes in my collection, and I just wanted to breathe some life back into it without spending a ton of money. So I read some reviews on this shock, and for the money, for $45, I figured what the heck, let's give it a try. I ordered it, I got it put in there pretty easily. It does come with some different hardware, and I did have to shave a bearing down to get it to fit in here, but pretty easy install. You only get like 2 bolts and it's, you know, slip it right in there. Now you can see the build quality of the shock is really nice. It's a black anodized one-piece nitrogen charged shock, which means you don't have to mess with cleaning it out, rebuilding it, you know, charging it up with air, nothing like that. The adjustment of the shock comes from that 750-pound coil spring that you see there. You turn it one way to tighten it up and make it stiffer. Turn it the other way, it softens things up a bit. So you can really customize the bike and the shock to, you know, your particular weight and what you want the bike to feel like. Another nice aspect is you see the damping adjuster on top of the shock. That's that little red dial right there. Now this adjusts the rebound of the shock itself. So if you want a slower rebound, kind of more of a lockout feel, you can turn it to the left. If you want more of a bouncy, lively feeling shock, you turn it to the right. Personally, you know, I wanted something that felt a little more locked out, and I wanted a spring that was a little bit firmer too, because here in Colorado, you can see just out the backyard, I mean, we have hills, we have mountains. So a lot of our riding out here is hill climbing. So everybody's going to want to, you know, once they get the shock in there, you're going to want to play with it, adjust it, you know, kind of, you know, for your type of riding style, your geography in your area, and what you want your bike to feel like. You know, like I said, I do have more of a firmer adjustment on this, and I did have to kind of play with it that first day to find that balance point between a nice soft ride downhill and a nice firm climb uphill. Now on this old frame, this is a 96 Trek Y22. One of the weaknesses, I guess I could say, with this design is basically the frame. The shock being back there like that, you are going to have a certain amount of bounce when you're climbing hills. So I really needed a good shock that, you know, I could kind of lock out that back end a little bit more. And the stock shock that I had on there just wasn't doing it. So I felt like if I could get a good shock on there, and with the other work I've done, rebuilding the front shocks, the handlebars, the gearing, you know, I'd have a nice light, you know, up-to-date trail machine. So for anybody that's looking to, you know, get a nice replacement shock for an old bike or a newer bike that, you know, had an issue with their shock, this is a great way to go. For $45, I mean, it did breathe some life back into this old frame. I'm riding it more than ever right now, and I think it has all the build quality, the adjustability, and a 1-year warranty on your side. So what do you have to lose? You know, give it a try, and I think most people would be really happy with it. So thanks for tuning in. We're going to do some more reviews in the future. Keep on riding, and signing off from Colorado High Country. Thanks.